Okay. It is crypto faceless. I remain faceless. I remain nameless, guys. Back at it again. Go ahead, give me a like on the way in. Man, we got PulseX and Pulsechain up today. 25% on the day for PulseX. Couple of multiple days of green action for these two coins. Looks like Richard Hart or whoever is controlling these wallets are pumping these coins, and I'm gonna get into that today. But first, let's get into the wider market as usual, guys. Don't forget to like the video, go subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. But we got BTC sitting at 62,000 something today. Multiple days above 60K, which is important because we want to basically build a base, build support around this 60K region. Which we are seeing right now. And who knows, we might actually just range between 60K and 64K and basically just do what we've been doing for the past, this whole cycle pretty much. We have a big breakout in BTC, and then we have a range where it just ranges in accumulation mode for a few weeks, and then we break out again and do the same thing, range, then break out again. And that's kind of like what we're seeing right now. We're ranging between 60 and 64, mainly 61, 62, back to 61, back to 62. And who knows? We might do that for another week or two or three. Or we might, continue to the halving. You never know. You really never know when it comes to what's going to happen because we're really in uncharted territory. And I explained that in my last video. Definitely in uncharted territory when it comes to BTC. We've never been up this high before at this time in the market. Like, we're way too high. And I explained that. You can watch my previous videos about that. But anyway, we got Ethereum at what, 3,400, 3,500 ish, around that range. And we've been saying Ethereum is a leading indicator as to what is going to happen in the altcoins. So it's very important that we see good price action in Ethereum. That's going to tell us what's going to happen in the alts. And we're already starting to see certain alts bubble, certain alts jump up, and that is what we're seeing in Pulsechain and PulseX. So let's get into Pulsechain and PulseX, man. I told you guys PulseX will go up. I told you guys Pulsechain is going to go up. It's going to take off. We got I've been saying, you can check out my my previous Pulsechain and PulseX videos. We are undervalued, and I'm trying to push that to everybody. It's the most underrated crypto in the market, the most undervalued crypto in the market. You can go check my last few videos about Pulsechain. And I told you it's going to take off, and that's what we're seeing right now. So as soon as I saw that change in Richard Hart, I saw Richard Hart basically having a change of behavior. I knew things were going to take off. All right. Let me explain. All right. So we saw Richard Hart start to fight the SEC, going at the SEC with all his, 14 lawyers or whatever. Right. That's the first change of behavior. Right. Called it. Second change of behavior. He turned back on his comments on Twitter. For the past year, he basically didn't have any comments on Twitter. You couldn't comment on any of his tweets, and he even didn't tweet that much, especially about price and his coins and things like that. He wasn't really tweeting about that kind of stuff. And then he turned it on right after he went after the SEC. He turned on his comments. That was the second change in behavior, guys. When you see a change in behavior, you got to think what's coming next, guys. You got to think what's up next. You got to look at everything as a leading indicator, not just the charts, not just the on-chain data and metrics. No, you got to also look at real-world events and look at how that could springboard into something else. That's why I've been successful in crypto, man. I'm trying to teach you guys these leading indicators, whether it's on-chain or whether it's in real life, man. So we saw that change of behavior. I said basically he's going to pump up these coins, right? He's going to pump up these coins, and he's going to start live streaming. I said that. You can go check out my videos. He's going to pump up these coins, and he's going to start live streaming. All right. The first one has come to pass. All right. Over the past couple of days, we've seen Richard Hart or whoever is running these SAC wallets, right, use the SAC funds in different ways. All right. We start seeing some movement when it comes to the SAC funds, right? And a lot of movement, a lot of on-chain movement. The first being that he basically took about $100-something million and put it into a DeFi protocol to get yield on it. I'm not sure exactly what DeFi protocol that was. I know Money Game Crypto was doing the kind of checking on these wallets and the on-chain metrics and so. So shout out to him. Go check his channel out. But yeah, so he put that into a DeFi protocol to get yield. I believe it's about he's gonna get around like $800,000 a month based off of that hundred and something million dollars he put in. I did hear different numbers, but that could be around the ballpark number. So what do you think he's gonna do with that money? What do you think he's gonna do? Whoever's running these wallets, could be Richard Hart, could be anybody. What do you think he's gonna do with that money? I mean, just, it's the simplest explanation is usually the correct one, guys. I say that so much on this channel. All right. And what else do we see? We saw him start to bridge over a lot of those SAC funds into Pulsechain, which is blatantly obvious what's going to happen next, guys. You start seeing a bunch of money come onto, bridges onto the network. What's going to happen next? Pump, guys. It's blatantly obvious, guys. It's not rocket science. Okay. He even started tweeting about his coins. Pulsechain, PulseX, Hex. He started tweeting about it, saying that we're not at all-time highs. Basically hinting that I'm about to pump this market. I'm about to pump this ecosystem, and yeah, like I've been saying, guys, it's always the simplest explanation. The simplest explanation is usually the correct one, and you got to roll with the punches, man. You got to roll with the punches. As soon as I saw him start to change these behaviors, I'm always thinking, what's gonna happen next? What's the most likely scenario? And I said that most likely he's probably gonna start live streaming again, right? He's gonna pump these coins and he's gonna start live streaming again. So we already saw him starting, pump the coins. But the thing is, you gotta get in before live stream. That's why I wanted to say, and actually I've been saying that. If you go check out my previous Pulsechain videos, I said you got to get in before live stream, guys. It's very important, man. The price is going to go up with live stream, so you got to get in before live stream. So the thing is this: he's pumping it before live stream, right? He's pumping the price now. You guys already know that, right? So, but the thing is, he's pumping it before live stream, because let me put it like this: Richard Hart loves to brag. Richard Hart lives to brag. If you know about Richard Hart, he's braggadocious, all right? And if he's going to start live streaming, he needs something to brag about. He just can't live stream with nothing to brag about. So he's pumping the price pre-live stream. Guys, I'm giving you alpha right now. I'm giving you a good trade if you want to enter into a trade, but these are my long-term bags, my core bags. So, Pulsechain and PulseX, I'm not, that's not for a trade. But if you want to trade, you could trade the live stream. Wait for the live stream to go, and then like buy pre live stream, sell post live stream, right? So anyway, I'm giving you alpha consistently. Like, comment, and subscribe. So yeah, Richard Hart is braggadocious, man. He's pumping the price right now because he needs something to brag about when he starts live streaming. All right, you know what I'm saying? So this ecosystem is going to go crazy. The Pulsechain ecosystem is going to go crazy because you got a guy like Richard Hart who's willing to pump these things. We think it's Richard Hart. It's not a fact, but whoever's running these wallets, you know what I mean? So he's going to pump this market. Not only is he going to pump this market, he's going to start live streaming, which is also a way to pump this market and this ecosystem. Now, why do you think Hex went up as much as it did? Right? It went up 10,000x, right? Why did Hex go up 10,000x? Other than, good game theory, good tokenomics, but why did it go up so much? It's because the founder live streamed every single day. The founder of Hex, Richard Hart, live streamed every single day, daily live streams. The guy's sitting there with Gucci on, Louis on. He's got designer. He's got Louis bags behind him. The guy's got $1 million worth of Rolexes right behind him, talking about how his product is better than everybody else, why his coin is better than everybody, why everybody else's coins are fake DeFi and his is not fake DeFi, why every other project is bad, it's gonna rug pull, it's not real. Bruh, that pumps the crap out of a coin. You saw what happened to Hex. It's the same thing is gonna happen with Pulsechain and PulseX when he starts live streaming, when he starts daily live streaming. Right? It's gonna be crazy. You have to understand, people love like the only way a crypto goes up usually is because of the community and how many people you can draw into the community. And when it comes to these live streams, the guy is basically promoting the heck out of his coin. And at the end of the day, the guy has a pretty big following on Twitter, pretty big following on YouTube. He's constantly providing really quality entertainment. Like his live streams were pretty entertaining and informative as well, right? So you're getting pretty much good alpha crypto information, but it's also entertaining. He's bragging about his coin. He's downing other coins. It was interesting, bro. Like if you were around last cycle, his daily live streams were probably one of the best, if not the best, in crypto. And yeah, pump the crap out of the of Hex, and it's gonna do the same thing when it comes to PulseX and Pulsechain. So I'm letting you guys know right now, you got to get in pre-live stream, right? If you're not already in, right? If you got in like when I told you guys to, like many months ago, when I made my first Pulsechain video about Pulsechain and PulseX, you probably would have done quite well when it came to PulseX and even Pulsechain. PulseX is still under SAC, but it's not too much under SAC. Post uh, PulseX, sorry, Pulsechain is above SAC, but it's not too much above SAC. So you're still early to get into these projects, but it's gonna be better if you get in pre-live stream. That's what I'm trying to say, guys. Anyway, it is crypto faceless. I remain faceless. I remain nameless. If you like this video, if you think it's valuable, leave a comment. If you agree with me, leave a comment. If you disagree, also leave a comment. Like the video, subscribe. It's crypto faceless. I remain faceless. I remain name. I'm out. All right, take care.